There's no one face to hunger in Maine.
1 in 8 Mainers do not know where their next meal is going to come from, and that means that 1 in 5 children each day are facing hunger. You don't know what your neighbors are going through.
People with jobs, people who are working very hard, yet don't have enough money to make ends meet.
Every corner of our state sees food insecurity. I don't want any child to go home and be hungry. I don't want any older adult who's worked their entire lives to not have food at night.
If they are walking through the doors of a pantry asking for help, they need help, and they are our neighbors.
Asking is the hardest thing for someone who is experiencing hunger to have to do.
We were founded in 1981, really out of the back of a station wagon. Last year, we distributed about 45 million pounds of food. This year, we're pacing to exceed 50 million pounds of food. We are the 3rd largest distributor of food in the state, behind our major grocery retailer and Walmart.
We have 1,200 volunteers who come in and sort and inspect the donated food that comes into our facility. And then we have a team of dedicated professionals who operate forklifts, build pallets, and load trucks that are delivered out to 650 partners.
The issue of hunger in Maine is a perfect place for credit unions to fill because they have the trust of their communities.
The Maine Credit Union League has been supporting our work for 35 years.
Campaign for Ending Hunger is an initiative that all Maine credit unions support. We raise both funds and awareness to combat food insecurity in our state. When the credit union started this campaign in 1990, they wanted to get behind one singular issue, something that they could all get together and get behind.
All 49 of our credit unions give to this initiative. It can be as big as $130,000, as small as $25.
We've raised $13.5 million in our 35 years. It's a statistic that we're exceptionally proud of.
When I think about how we do our work addressing rising rates of food insecurity in Maine, I cannot imagine a world without that partnership.
Credit unions are local. They see hunger in their communities every single day. It impacts their members, it impacts the places that they live, where they work, and so they want to do something to make a positive impact. From bake and soup sales to golf fundraisers, pickleball events, there is no end to the creativity of what credit unions will do to raise money so that their neighbors can stay fed all year long.
We started at our credit union the Polar Bear Golf Scramble 22 years ago on virtual golf simulators back in the day. And over the last 22 years, we've raised 300 grand for ending hunger.
We have a motorcycle ride that we put on every year. This year, we raised over $15,000 for ending hunger. We split the funds up and it goes towards the local food pantries.
The dollars that they raise stay in the state of Maine. They know where the needs are. They see it. They're in the community.
Beyond the dollars, they're actually going into the food pantries. They are collecting donations. They are out in the cold and Thanksgiving giving out turkeys. They are filling up kids' backpacks. So it's not just something that we are fundraising, it's something that our credit unions really live out every day.
Seeing it growing up, it means so much to me personally.
We have a shopping model here at the Standish Food Pantry. We receive around 2,000 pounds of food each week from Good Shepherd Food Bank, surrounding grocery stores and community donations. We're open twice a week for distribution, and we have folks come in and they are able to pick what they want and what they need to serve their families that week. As long as you need help, you can walk through our doors and we will help you.
It makes sense that credit unions are in this space addressing hunger. We're uniquely qualified to be able to also contribute to the financial well-being of individuals by helping them better manage their money. When they're coming in, they're also seeing important information about how to improve their financial well-being. complement not only the nutritional food that they're receiving, but some financial wellness as well.
Food insecurity is a solvable problem, and yet we are experiencing it at ever-increasing rates throughout our state.
We do not want to be doing this for another 40 years. This is not an individual failure. This is systemic. It's just not acceptable. It's not okay. And I think that is what it's going to take, is generations realizing that this is not okay, that people are hungry.
We hope that one day we don't have to exist and everyone has enough food to feed their families every single day. But until that point, we have been overwhelmed with support from our community and from organizations such as the Maine credit unions.
It's a challenge, to be honest with you, but we're doing our best. The more that we can come together as a group, the better we can do for the state of Maine and for the people of Maine.
We all have a role to play in addressing hunger. We can't solve this problem alone. We need to work as a credit union movement.
Credit unions will always be there. We'll continue with our Ending Hunger initiative until we solve that problem, but we'll still be there as neighbors for all of our Mainers.
For 35 years, the Maine Credit Union's Campaign for Ending Hunger has raised significant funding for organizations who provide food to people who need it most. Congratulations, Maine Credit Unions, on this national recognition. You make us proud, and you make the state of Maine a better place to live.
As a mom, it breaks my heart to know that every classroom that my daughter goes into, there is somebody in that classroom that doesn't have enough to eat when they go home. Until every Mainer has access to the food that they need to thrive, we're not going to stop.
The Campaign for Ending Hunger here in Maine really exemplifies what it means to be a Mainer. Our credit unions, they are cooperative, they are kind, they are strong-willed, and they are going to do whatever it takes to help a neighbor in need.